Social media, pop culture, navigating adulthood. If any of these words sound like a good time to you, then you're in the right place. Welcome to the Zillennial Girl Talk podcast. I'm your host, Ariana, joined by my other host, Amanda, and we're here to talk all about social media gossip, pop culture talk, how the heck to navigate adulthood, and much more. If this interests you, keep on listening. Hi, guys. So welcome back. Hi, Amanda.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so awkward at starting these. I never know what to say.
I'm awkward at starting them. I'm awkward at ending them. There's just like no in between at this point.
How's your week going? How are you?
Good. I mean, school, like we were just saying, like literally 2 seconds ago. I'm already like low-key behind. Like we have readings and stuff that like we're supposed to be doing. And have I done them? No. And they're long. And like one of my teachers messaged us and she was like, you have a quiz. And I was like, but we just started like literally 4 days ago. Like,
yeah, slow down, please.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at. And I'm just like, okay, 12 weeks left, but I'm already like fed up.
Yeah. So I start school tomorrow, which is Wednesday, and I'm already been getting notifications like, oh, this assignment's been created. Oh, your instructor submitted this. Oh, you gotta do this. I'm like, school hasn't even started yet.
Well, that's what happened with me. Like they sent us, sorry.
Enjoy the last like few hours.
No, they don't want you to.
No.
They don't want you to. Like, I think it was the day after Christmas, one of my teachers emailed us. And I was like, we are still on break. We are still on break for another week and a half. What are you doing? And it was like basically telling us about the course and stuff. And I was like, I don't care. I don't care. I read it because now that you put it there, like I have to read it. But like, I was so annoyed. I was like, nah.
I already know I'm going to be stressed again this semester. I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah. I'm really stressed because it's like my graduating semester. So like I just want to pass everything. Like I don't know, like I'm not like that type of person that's like I need like A's in every class. Like I don't care. I just want to pass everything so I can graduate.
Yeah.
So it's stressing me out just a little bit.
I think I'm a little stressed just because I have trips planned during the semester, and I don't know how that's gonna go. So,
what are your trips?
I'm hoping to go to Washington D.C. for school at the end of March. And then, which is like 3 or 4 days. And then at the beginning of April, I'm going to Hawaii for like 10 days. So,
ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Your Hawaii trip, the one that like you rescheduled, right? That's fun. I don't have any trips planned yet.
And then in May, I'm going to Canada.
Yes. It's your first time in Canada, right?
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
So I was telling my grandma that I was going to Canada. And she's like, is it even safe there? I'm like, probably out of the 3 countries of North America, that's probably the safest country.
I think so. Like we don't have gun issues like you guys do.
Yeah.
So at least you can like not be scared about that.
Yeah. So it was just funny. She's like, is that even safe? I'm like, come on.
Yeah, I think Montreal is one of the safest places in Canada compared to like certain places. And you'll be fine.
Yeah. So excited. But I just thought it was funny she said that.
Yeah, it is funny because compared to the States, sometimes I feel like Canada is just like safer.
Just chilling. Like y'all are just chilling.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. But what song did you pick today?
The Weeknd came out with a new album this week, and the whole thing has been great. I've always been like a Weeknd fan, but one of my favorite ones of the album so far is Sacrifice. And his album, like the theme is just more of like a radio station kind of vibes, and like late talk show kind of vibes, and I'm here for it. And
I haven't listened yet.
You need to.
The cover art low-key kind of scares me a bit, but
he's an old man.
Yeah. But I heard good things about it, but I have not listened yet. Yeah. Because I feel like I'm the type of person that likes to listen to new music on commutes, so I can like try and listen to like a lot of it, but like I haven't been going anywhere, but going somewhere tomorrow, so there's an option.
Is your school in person? Yep.
No. I think February 1st it starts.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Like there's a part of me that wants to go back, and then there's a part of me that wants to stay home. You know, like for my 8:45 a.m. class on Friday mornings, like I'd rather be at home. But like I know like learning wise, I learn better in person. It's just like ugh, I don't want to go there.
Yeah. I have a teacher friend who teaches, I think, second graders. And
Oh.
the last few days they went virtual, but she said they sent out a thing saying, oh, we know like cases are going up, but we still prefer on-site instruction, so we have to go back into school in person.
It's like it's so difficult because especially for like younger kids, I feel like it's like so much better if they're in person.
Yeah. But
But
at the
like,
same time, it's like it's so easy for them to get any
yeah,
kind of because they're kids.
yeah, exactly. So it's like a hard situation at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's frustrating.
Yeah, it is. But the song I picked is yo, wait, I hear my thing doing weird noises. Do you hear that?
It's
Like
probably
it
Maggie. She's
glitching?
trying to toy in the background.
Okay. Um, so the song I picked is Games by Lennon Stella. I just started listening to her maybe like 2-3 weeks ago because my friend recommended her. She has a very pretty voice, and her songs are very like deep and relatable. So if you're going through it, that's a person to listen to. But yeah, y'all should listen to that song. Also,
Oh,
I
what
finally
was the
got
what?
Spotify.
You finally got Spotify after how
Yeah,
long?
a while.
So actually, recently I've been playing around with Apple Music because I got like a 6-month free trial, and I hate it.
See, like I don't have an issue because that's what I've been using for so long, especially being at like working at Apple before, like we got it for like free. So
Yeah.
like why wouldn't I use it? But then I was like, let me just try Spotify.
Yeah, I'm trying to use Apple Music, and there's like some times where it's fine, but like on my drive to work, I'll listen to music on there, and it'll just like stop playing,
Oh,
and I'm just like,
that's annoying.
Spotify wouldn't do that to me.
I haven't like used it much, but I've been playing around with it. I only have 10 liked songs. Oh my
You
God,
gotta
no, I
keep
did
it
not
up.
even like these myself. They did the thing like what you two did on Apple because this is all Chapel, CHAPPO, future former self. I don't even know who this is, so we're gonna unlike them because I hate when people pay
It's
for
like when
like,
Apple did the YouTube.
yeah, like what are you doing? Let me unlike them. I actually don't have any liked songs then.
I have
But
1,600.
hmm. No, I don't have any like songs, but I think I have some saved artists. I don't really know how like what I'm doing here. Yeah, I have actually I don't. I have podcasts and then a playlist that's called Sad Hours.
I feel that.
And then I have our podcast and then my other podcast. So you know what? Priorities are there.
Yep.
But I guess if we just dive into what we're gonna talk about today. Um, so the Hype
This one's all
House.
you. This one's all you.
I know I picked everything. So the Hype House came out with their Netflix show. I have not personally watched anything, but I want to, not because I want to support them, but because I need to know what the freak like what do they even do on the show? What is the point? Like, what do they do? And I kind of want to see like the rich part of their life because I just like to see rich people. But there's like, who's on it? There's Nikita, who I
I
feel
feel
like
like
is
she's on there
problematic just
the
because they need someone.
Mhm.
Then there's like obviously Thomas, is that his name?
Yeah.
The person that started it. There's I wish they would show me who's on it. There's like Cover and Alex, Lorray,
Seen like snippets of the
Ace.
show on TikTok, but I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'm going to. I did like maybe like 1 or 2 episodes.
Do it for science purposes, just for
Yeah,
science.
just like so I can come back on the podcast next week and like give like a little rundown. But like how Sienna and Jack were supposed to be on it, they completely cut their parts. Which I said on like I saw that on TikTok that they completely cut their parts out of it. And I'm just like, I don't know. Then there's a fake wedding in it. I don't know. Like, I
I've
don't
heard
know
that
what
like
the point of
whoever
it.
like started it is like problematic.
Yeah, Thomas. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
him and his
problematic.
girlfriend. Yeah.
I don't know her name, but yeah, like I watched, I think it was Daisy something that used to be in the Hype House. A lot of people used to be in this and left because it was
Yeah.
problematic, but there's a person named Daisy. What's her name?
Daisy Keach.
I think so. Yeah, and she did a whole video about Thomas and stuff, and like I don't know, it's just like fucked up. And I'm just like, how do these people get a freaking show? Like,
Yeah.
why couldn't they
But
give
then
it to
they
someone
cancel or
else?
like take off all the other like important shows on Netflix.
Yeah, exactly. Like they took off How I Met Your Mother off Netflix.
And
They
The
took
Office
off they took off The Office too. I didn't
and
watch it.
Friends.
And they took off Friends. They also took off Modern Family.
Mm-hmm.
Took off New Girl. Like they took off all the good shows
Did
for
you have
it
New
to be
Girl?
yeah, for it to be replaced with this. Like
Are you kidding me?
mm-mm. They took off Gossip Girl like in the summer. They took off all the good shows.
Yeah.
And then they replaced it with that. Like, what is the point?
Oh, okay. We still have New Girl on my end. We're good.
Oh, okay. Canada took it off then.
Yeah.
I think. Maybe I made it up. Let me look. No, I didn't.
Starting things.
Starting a rumor. New Girl. Okay, yeah, we don't have it. So they took it off in Canada.
Oh yeah, we still have it. I was about to freak out.
Rude. Very rude.
I binged so last month. My boyfriend got me onto watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I binge watched that whole thing in like 3 weeks.
How was it?
It was funny. It was hilarious.
I just started Vampire Diaries like 5 days ago.
You're way behind, Amanda.
Okay. So my friend.
Oh, they did take off Vampire Diaries on our end.
Yeah, I have to watch it on Crave. No, on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so my friend Lauren convinced me to start it, but here was my thing. My mentality was in high school, I didn't want to watch Vampire Diaries. I didn't want to watch Gossip Girl because I was different. I couldn't watch the basic shows that everyone else watched, except Pretty Little Liars was the only basic show I watched. But I was like,
now you're basic.
What?
And now you're basic.
Yeah, now I'm turning basic. Like it's sad. I lost my little different era. But like, yeah, that was my mentality in high school. I was like, I'm different. I'm not like the other girls. Yeah. So I didn't watch any of those shows and now I'm watching it and it's really good. And it's been keeping me up at night because I'm the type of person, I don't know about you, but like if I'm trying to go to sleep and then the show ends on a cliffhanger, like I'll have to watch the next episode because I need to know what happens. Yeah. So each episode was like that. And I was like, hey. So the only times I go to sleep is when my laptop is like, oh, like it's dead. And then I look at the time and it's like 3:30, like very unhealthy.
Yep.
But that's my life.
Yeah, sleeping and me are not getting along lately. Especially because like I'm trying to train myself to get up early in the morning to go to a gym.
Early, define early. That's like early for
4:30 in the morning.
When you're going to the gym, I'm basically like only falling asleep. Like it's bad.
4:30 in the morning. Only because like so I have class like every other week on Monday and Wednesday nights. And by the time I'm done class, it's like 8:00, 8:30. And my gym closes at 10. I don't want to be up late working out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's go to the gym at 4:30 in the morning. I've only gone one day this week.
Love that for you.
It's only Tuesday, but I went yesterday and I felt like death.
I don't know how you do it. Like I said, I'm literally waking and like going to bed at that time.
Yeah. I feel like it's a love-hate relationship because my trainer wants me to hit like personal records, but it's hard to hit personal records when you're on an empty stomach and first thing in the morning because you don't have anything in your system. And so he's like, well, I better see you hit these records. I'm like, I don't have that energy that I usually have when I have food in my system.
Yeah, it's different. It's hard. And like also like at that time in the morning, like I wouldn't even want to eat. Like like for me, I don't know about you. That's why I would never be able to wake up that early. But anytime I wake up really, really early, I'm nauseous.
Yeah.
Like I know like for most times it's like when I have flights, because like why else the fuck would I wake up that early? But when I have flights, like I get so nauseous in the mornings and then it's like bad. Like when I went to New York with my friends once, we had to wake up at 4:30 to be at the airport at like 5 something. And at the airport, I was like, I'm going to throw up. Like it's going to happen. And I had to take like what is it called?
Dramamine.
Gravel, yeah. Say gravel. And it knocked me the fuck out on the plane. But I was like, literally thought I was gonna die. Like I had to go to the bathroom and I was like, I'm going to throw up in the airport. Like it's happening. I'm going to do this. And then I didn't. But like, I don't know. That's what happens to me. It's like maybe like I just don't sleep long enough since I can't fall asleep fast. So waking up at that time is like not enjoyable for me.
Yeah, like speaking of sleep, so like back in March last year, I had a doctor's appointment, and my doctor was like, "Okay, we're gonna refer you to a sleep specialist because you've been having problems with sleep." I'm like, "Okay." I didn't get a call from them until a few weeks ago.
Oh,
Literally 9 months later, they're like, "Oh, we got a referral about your
oh
sleep
my God.
study." I'm like, that was 9 months ago, but okay. So eventually, I'll have that done, but we'll see.
Wow. Wild. Doctors are so like slow, especially during COVID. Like my doctor, so I think it was last year or the year before, my doctor was only doing phone like appointments. And I remember my appointment was at like 10:30. I put it early because I was like, okay, like I'll be one of the first ones. This lady called me 7 hours later. And she's lucky I was home and didn't have plans, obviously, because like this was like lockdown times, even though I'm in lockdown again. But 7 hours. And she's like, oh, I'm surprised you answered. And I was like, well, obviously I booked an appointment because I have a problem. Like, of course I'm going to answer. But yeah, it's kind of slow. Just so tad. But yeah, I don't really know how we got here.
I don't know either, but we're here.
Yeah. But speaking of the HypeHouse, so obviously, like, I don't even know when this happened, but like we have episodes before talking about like the Sienna and Jack like situation that occurred.
Maybe like late summer, early, like mid.
Yeah, like a while ago. And like we were also and we were also talking about how like he's never said anything. He's never said anything or like brought anything up about what happened. And he finally did today. And he like posted a TikTok saying like, what did it say? Did I send you it?
It was about, no, but it came up on mine. It was something about how people and how guys in LA told him that she did the same thing, and he's tired of her gaslighting her.
Okay, yeah. It says, can't stay quiet anymore, especially when other guys in LA told me what she did to them as well. I'm done being gaslighted in silence. Y'all deserve to know. Please give me a little more time, but please know that I've had love and support through all of this from friends, family, and all of you online. Then people are like, her comment section is not ready for this. Here it goes. She already limited her comments. Sienna knows what she did, and that's why she posts what she posts now, trying to distract y'all and making it seem okay when it's not.
Yeah, she's just been hiding in Hawaii like since the time.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I don't know, but like I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough subject too.
So. Yeah.
But I'm glad he's gonna say something, because normally guys don't say anything because it's too taboo.
And I mean, it's all over the internet, so
yeah,
it's kind of like unfortunately unavoidable at this point, because if you're going to be in the public eye and like stuff like that comes out about you, especially something that important to talk about, like you don't really have a choice. So
I agree.
That's the situation. I don't know. I hope I don't even know how he's going to talk about it.
I know. I feel like it's going to be kind of hard because people are like, oh, he's doing it for views and stuff. And so it's like, where do you find which platform do you use for a topic like this?
I guess YouTube, because like it can be longer than like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
But moving on.
Topic.
Yeah. So Tom and Zendaya. I have not watched Spider-Man yet because our cinemas are closed.
Oh, they closed like right before you're supposed to see it.
They closed so I was supposed to go see it, but my boyfriend had to get tested for COVID. And then the cinema closed the day after he got his negative test.
Damn.
So we did not see it. So I don't know what happened still. And I've avoided spoilers for, I don't know how I have avoided.
How have you avoided?
I don't know. I don't see any because like most people I follow on Twitter will put like trigger warning, like not trigger warning. What is it called? Spoiler alert or something like that. Yeah. So I don't read it. And on TikTok, like my For You page is not about that. So like
it was for a little bit for me, like when I saw it.
Okay, that's weird. See, like they know you saw it, but yeah, it's like none of my For You page is like that. So like I've pretty like it's been pretty good. But
yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. How do you feel about them as a couple?
They're so cute. I feel, and just like seeing videos of like how much he adores her, like the cutest thing. I'm like, I want that. I mean, I have that, but at the same time, it's just like
Tom and Zendaya. It's not like
they're
on another like pedestal.
Yeah. So speaking of Tom and Zendaya, so Zendaya has a show called Euphoria that just came out for the second season the other day. I haven't watched the first episode yet.
You haven't watched it?
No, I haven't. Okay. So it's on HBO Max, and my mom has HBO Max, but she's like, "We gotta pay for it," and I'm like, "I want to pay for it." Yeah. And so I texted my boyfriend. I was like, "Hey, give me the HBO Max login." He's like, "I got you." And this was like earlier today, and I wasn't gonna watch that work because it's super inappropriate for work. So
yeah, a little bit. Apparently, the first episode, there's like 40 dicks that pop up on the screen, so maybe not.
No, so I tried to watch it at work, and the first like 30 seconds was already tits popping out.
Yeah, so maybe not at work. Yeah, I mean, so I started watching it, I think 3 years ago when it came out, but in that time of my life, I got like really triggered easily by certain things. Yeah. So a lot of it's really heavy. So like I started watching and I was like, hey, this is like really triggering me. So maybe I should stop. But now fast forward 3 years, I'm like in a different headspace. I'm like, okay, I could watch this without like being triggered by certain things. So I started it again. So yeah, I'm like in the middle of season 1 right now.
Yeah, and it's only like 8 episodes, so it's not that many.
Yeah.
So before Zendaya dated Tom, she dated I forget his name, but he's like the
kissing booth guy.
The kissing booth guy.
I don't know his
name. They dated. I forget his name.
Australian dude. Let me go look. Kissing booth.
Jacob. His name's Jacob.
Okay.
Yeah. So they dated, and there are pictures of Zendaya being on set from this last season. And you just see Tom just in the background, just chilling. And I'm like, it makes me like wonder if like he just like went there just because he knows that her ex is on set.
Maybe. This guy like dates all of his co-stars.
Yeah, he dated Zendaya, he dated Joey.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I wonder how awkward it is like in the industry, like dating like Joey and like Joey and Jacob broke up after
together in the last one. Yeah.
They weren't together in the last one or the second one. Like halfway through the second one, they broke up and they still had to act. And I'm like, it's so awkward because like they're like kissing and doing coupley stuff. And it's just like, I would never be able to.
I feel like in the industry, it's kind of a standard. I mean, not a standard, but it's very common for people like co-stars and stuff to date. So, I mean, they probably have to like prepare for that.
Yeah, I just think I'm very like petty. So like, I don't know how I'd be like able to do all that or like react to that.
Yeah, I don't know either. But hey, they get paid the big money, not me. So.
I think maybe if I saw like the money, I'd be like, hey, I can do this. Yeah. but right now, no.
This is like off topic, but I have seen that Grey's Anatomy got renewed for a 9th season.
Yes, I thought it was their final season.
Someone's like, girl is tired, like Meredith Grey, and they're like, no, she's not tired. She's making almost $1 million an episode. She is not tired.
She's like I also saw another tweet. Someone was like, I wish I had this job stability or something like that.
Right. Like I started watching that show in middle school, and here I am being 24 years old, still going.
See, I also didn't watch Grey. Well, I watched some of it, but I'm also like, I don't like blood.
Oh yeah,
like, blood. I don't mind blood because I mean I'm watching Vampire Diaries and there's blood everywhere, but like I don't like medical stuff. Like I don't like seeing them cut people open, even though I know it's fake. Yeah. It just like makes me like uneasy. And then after, I'm also like a hypochondriac where I like overthink shit. So like if they're in a show like this person has a headache and like their head explodes or something, I'm going to think like, oh shit, like my head's gonna explode. Like, you know, like that's how my brain works. So yeah.
And then I had seen another comment saying, like, how does she not have her medical degree by now?
That too, like, honestly. But
yeah.
I don't know. I would like, I just like, because my mom watches it still, and I'm like, it does it not get repetitive?
I feel like it's just very repetitive at this point. Like someone needs life saving, someone dies, and then repeat itself.
Yeah, like I feel like that's like basically what the show is about at this point. Like, it's hard to like not get repetitive, I feel.
Yeah, especially in shows that's been going on for 19 seasons.
Yeah, but I guess they have a lot of viewers, so that's why they keep it going.
Mm-hmm. And I heard that they said they won't stop doing this show until Ellen that she's done. If they can go on forever and she can be like, okay, we're still gonna go.
Oh my god. How old is she?
I want to say probably like in her 40s because she was like super young when
Ellen Pompeo. 52.
52?
Yeah.
She was like maybe late 20s when they started.
Because it started in...
When did it start?
In an interview, Ellen Pompeo said that she's ready for Grey's Anatomy to end after 18 seasons, but it's not ending.
Yeah. She still wants that money.
And actually should. Grey's Anatomy started in 2005, so she was born in 1969.
It's been going on for 17 years.
So she started when she was 36.
But she looks so young. She looks
Makeup?
like she could have been like in her early 20s.
Yeah, either good genes or makeup.
Damn, must be nice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I look 12, so.
Over here, I'm freaking out, thinking I look older than I am.
It's okay. I'm freaking out, realizing how old I am.
Oh yeah, your birthday's in a few months.
Like, I'm going through an existential crisis. Like,
I birthday every month.
I go through that every day. I make myself like. I was telling my friends, like, I asked, so something I like to ask a lot of people is like, what do you think happens when we die? Because I'm very like, I'm like a person that likes to know everything. And that's like one thing that I will never like actually know the answer to. Yeah, and like, yeah, no one knows it until you die. And even then, if nothing happens after you die, like you technically will never know the answer because you'll be dead. And that fucking stresses me out. I personally don't think that you just die, but that's like a whole thing. And I go through these, yeah, like I go through like these like crises every day. Because I just like see new things and then like my brain goes like on a constant, but yeah, I don't know. That's something I like to ask a lot of people. So sometimes it's like, oh, like let's have an icebreaker. What do you think like happens when you die? What?
That's a deep icebreaker.
It is, but I don't know. It just interests me. I love to know like what people's thoughts are on it. And then me and my friend did a test to see how I would die and when I would die. What? It was a random test on the internet. So like, do we trust it?
Yeah, because it's going to be accurate. Because
it might be. It said that I'll die between the ages of 70 to 80, and it's going to be like probably by a heart attack. So yeah, it said heart attack, but I won't feel it. I'll die in my sleep. So
I mean, that's the way I'd want to die, honestly.
Me too. So I was like, oh, great. Like it told me I'll die in like what, 50 years. I still have 50 years of my life to live. I'll die in my sleep. So I won't really know that it's happening.
Yeah, I'd rather die in my sleep than
me too, than feel anything.
Or drowning or
yeah. Yeah, that's what I do in my spare time. I look up how I'm going to die.
Because the internet's accurate and they know when you're gonna die.
Yeah, apparently. So would you ever see a psychic?
Probably. I mean, I've seen tarot card readers and they've been pretty accurate.
I have tarot cards.
Are you gonna give me a reading?
Not right now. I'm not very good at it. I just got them like a month ago because
I'm like, I'm a certified tarot card reader now.
Yeah, so I've been practicing, but I'm not good enough to give you a reading yet.
So I actually got some crystals for Christmas and I don't know what to do with them. I don't know what to do with them.
I have crystals. I have them on my desk. You should put them in a place.
How do you clean them?
So usually some people, right? Yeah. So like it depends. I read online that you can clean them with like water and salt or like something like that. Like they just need to be cleansed, and then you could keep them usually in spaces that you could see them. It's like mine are on my desk in the corner right there. And yeah, and then sometimes when you want to manifest things, like today, well, this is going to be up late, but for you, I don't know if you're into manifesting, but at 11 you should manifest something. So you write something down, like as if it's in the present tense. So something about your life that you want to happen, you have to write it at 11:11. And then you have to put it under your pillow overnight, because today is 1/11. So like January 11th. So it's a 1/11 and then 11/11. And apparently it's like one of the best times to manifest something. So you should do that.
Perfect.
And then you should do it with your crystals near you and a candle on. There you go.
You know what
everyone listening to this, it'll be late, but
yeah. You know what I want to get? I want to get like one of those things where you put your candle in and then there's like a little like timer and it's a lid that like closes it for you.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
Like,
I didn't even know that existed.
I want to light my candles like when I go to bed, but then I don't want to like leave them on
Fall
overnight.
asleep.
And so like there's like this thing where you put your candle in and then there's a lid that's on a timer and it'll close it for you for like an hour after an hour or whatever. And then with the oxygen, it'll like,
I didn't even know those existed. That's so cool.
Yeah.
It always stresses me out because I never know, like sometimes I have a candle and then like I leave the house, I'm like, did I close the candle? And then like I'm gonna overthink it.
Yeah, that's why I have too many candles. I don't light them enough.
Yeah, I have a lot too. I haven't lit one in a while.
Yeah, I need to light one soon.
Right.
If you hear any like weird noise in the background, that's Maggie chewing on her toy.
I don't hear it. I hear my neighbor like banging against the wall.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, that's all I had for this episode.
Me too. We kind of like went on tangents, but like that's okay.
It's okay.
Everyone will know now that I look up how I'm gonna die. But I'm sure there's other people that do it too.
I mean, I feel like there's people that do it because then you would find the information online.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of websites too. There wasn't just like one. There was a lot.
Yeah. But that is all we have for this week.
Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully we go on in life after we die.
Yeah. We're gonna go manifest tonight.
Yeah. Yes. Even though y'all are listening to this late, I hope you manifested something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to follow or subscribe the podcast wherever you're listening to it on. Leave us a review and we will hear you next time.
Bye.
Bye.